Morning hasn't come yet, but it's thinking about it. Sky's that deep blue grey that means the world's still deciding whether to wake up. I'm at the gate, rifle across my lap, thermos of weak coffee beside me. Before we settle in, let me ask you something. Where are you right now? Safe in bed? Hiding under blankets? Maybe peeking out from behind a pillow? Good. Stay there. Stay safe. If you said in my closet, I get it. Sometimes the world's too big and closets feel just right. If you said wide awake at 3 a.m., well, you're in good company. You see, I've been on watch duty for, 30 years now. Time's funny after the world ends. Days blur together, but some nights like this, they stay sharp and clear. The gate's metal, reinforced with whatever we could find. Car doors, sheet metal, prayers. It creaks when the wind hits it. Sounds almost like singing, almost. Behind me, the camp's quiet. Folks are sleeping, or trying to. Sleep's precious now. Harder to come by than bullets, more valuable than canned beans. I like this shift. Go on watch. It's peaceful in its own way. The dead are slower in the cold, and the cold comes hard before sunrise. My breath makes clouds in the air. I watch them drift, disappear. Proof I'm still here, still breathing. Some days, that's enough. Just breathing, just being. There's frost on the chain link fence that stretches left and right from this gate. Sparkles a little when the moon catches it just right. Pretty if you ignore why it's there. The fence keeps them out. Mostly. Nothing's perfect, but it's held so far. We reinforce it, patrol it, respect it. The fence is family now in a strange way. You ever think about fences? Before they were just there. Property lines, dog runs, decoration. Now they're the line between sleeping and not waking up. I've got a blanket around my shoulders. Wool smells like smoke and time. It was my wife's. She knitted it well before. I don't take it off, even when it's warm. Warmth is relative anyway. Nothing's been truly warm since the world went cold. But this blanket helps. Memory helps. Knowing she made every stitch with her own hands. I should tell you about the camp, shouldn't I? It's not much. 23 souls last count, though that number changes. Sometimes up, usually down. We've got the main building. Used to be a community centre. Basketball courts, now sleeping quarters. Kitchen still works when we've got fuel for the generator. Around it we've got smaller shelters, sheds, tents. One old RV that doesn't run but makes a good home for the Miller family. 3 kids, all under 10. Miracles, everyone. The gardens to the east, behind the secondary fence. Tomatoes, beans, some potatoes. Not much, but enough to supplement. What we scavenge, dirt's still good here, still wants to grow things. There's a well we dug last spring. Clean water, cold and clear. That well's worth more than gold now. We guard it almost as carefully as we guard the kids. Kids, we've got 7. They still laugh sometimes when they forget to be scared. That sound, children laughing, it's the most beautiful thing left in the world. I watch the tree line. That's where they come from. When they come stumbling through the pines, drawn by sound or smell or whatever's left of their instincts. Haven't seen one in 3 days. That's either very good or very bad. Good means they've moved on, found easier prey. Bad means they're gathering, planning, if you can call it that. They don't plan, not really, but sometimes In groups they act almost coordinated. Pack behavior, maybe, or just the memory of being human echoing through dead nerves. My rifle's loaded, always is. 6 rounds, and I know where every spare bullet in this camp is stored. I could draw you a map in the dark. Have, actually. The young folks think I'm paranoid. Maybe I am. But paranoid folks tend to stay breathing, and that's good enough for me. You see, survival's not about being brave. It's about being careful, consistent, awake when others sleep. It's about taking the boring watch shift and staying alert anyway. Boring's good. Boring means nothing's trying to eat you. I'll take boring over exciting any day, at least in this new world. There's a sound branch snapping. I freeze. Listen, just a deer. I see her through the fence, picking her way careful through the frost. She pauses, looks at me. We stare at each other. She's thin, ribs showing. Hard times for everyone, even the deer, but she's alive, and that counts for something. She moves on, disappears into the grey. I let out my breath. False alarm. My heart settles back to its usual pace. Slow, steady, stubborn. Stubborn hearts run in my family. My daddy had one. His daddy before him kept beating. When sense said to quit, guess I inherited that, along with his nose and bad knees. Bad knees don't matter much when you're sitting. That's why I like this post. Can't run like I used to, but I can sit and watch and shoot straight. That's enough. Enough, that word keeps coming up. The world used to be about more, bigger, better. Now it's about enough. Enough food, enough fuel, enough bullets, enough hope. Hope's the hardest to ration. It runs out faster than anything else, and there's no scavenging it from abandoned stores. You've got to make it yourself, daily, from whatever scraps you can find. I make mine from small things. That deer, the frost patterns, the fact that I've got coffee, even if it's weak, the fact that the gate's still standing, the fact that you're listening somewhere out there, safe in your before world where the dead stay dead and gates are just gates. Hold on to that world. Don't take it for granted. Every boring day, every easy night, every moment you're not watching for shambling shapes in the tree line, that's a gift. A light flickers on in the main building. Someone's awake. Probably Jenny. She's got a newborn up every few hours. I hear the baby cry, faint then quiet. She's feeding him. That baby Marcus. He was born here in the camp. First baby born after. We didn't know if he'd make it, if Jenny would make it, but they did. Stubborn hearts, both. Marcus doesn't know the before. To him this is just the world. Fences and watches and gardens and quiet, maybe that's better. Can't miss what you never knew. But I miss it, the before. I miss grocery stores and traffic lights and complaining about things that don't matter. I miss boredom that wasn't precious. I miss your grandma most of all, her voice, her laugh, the way she'd elbow me when I was being foolish. She'd have liked this watch shift. Quiet, peaceful, just thinking, time. She didn't make it. First week, maybe the second. It's blurry now. I was away on a supply run, came back to, well, I don't talk about that part. Some memories don't need airing. But I carry her in this blanket, in my stubborn heart, in the way I check on the kids and make sure Jenny's got enough to eat. Your grandma'd want that. So I do it. Doing it is all we've got. Can't change the past, can't promise the future. Just do the next thing, then the next. Eventually you string enough necks together and call it a life. The sky's getting lighter. Not much, just a shade less dark. The dawn's thinking harder about coming. I finish my coffee cold now, but I finish it anyway. Waste not. I stand, stretch. Knees pop, back cracks. Old body, but it still works. Still gets me through the watch. Still lets me pull my weight. That's enough. There, that word again. Enough. It's become my prayer, my mantra. Let this be enough. Let me be enough. Let today be enough to get us to tomorrow. So far it has been. So far we're still here. 23 souls, 7 kids, 1 baby, and a garden that's trying its best. Still here, still breathing, still enough. I hear footsteps behind me. Tom coming for the next shift. He's young, maybe 25, but he's got old eyes. We all do now. The world ages you fast when it ends. Morning, Gramps, he says. That's what they call me, Gramps. I've got no grandkids here, but I'm old enough to be everyone's grandpa, so it stuck. Morning, Tom. Quiet night? He nods, takes his position. I hand him the rifle, pat his shoulder. Stay awake, stay sharp. Always do. He grins, but it doesn't reach his eyes. Nobody's grins reach their eyes anymore, except the kids sometimes. They're our hope, our proof that grins can still be real. I shuffle back toward my shelter, a corner of the main building, sectioned off with curtains. Privacy's a luxury, but I've got seniority. And nobody argues with Gramps. Inside, it's warmer. Not warm, but warmer. I've got a cot, a trunk, a picture of your grandma. I keep wrapped in plastic. I sit on the cot, unwrap the picture, look at her face. She's smiling, real smile, eyes and all. Took that photo on our anniversary, 20 years before the end. She's wearing a blue dress I loved. Wonder what happened to that dress. Probably burned for warmth, or torn for bandages. Everything gets used now, gets purpose. Nothing's just pretty anymore. Everything's got to work, got to earn its keep. I rewrap the photo, tuck it back in the trunk. Can't look too long, it hurts in a way that's both good and bad. Good because she was real, bad because she's gone. Gone, that word fits too many people now. Friends, neighbours, strangers who might have become friends if there'd been time. All gone, stumbling in the woods, or lying still wherever they fell. I try not to think about it. Thinking doesn't help. Doing helps. So I check my pack, make sure everything's ready for the next supply run. Inventory calms me. Knife sharp. Rope coiled. First aid stocked. Flashlight, batteries good. Lighter full. Everything in its place, ready. Being ready is the closest thing to being safe now. Someone knocks on my partition. Gramps, you awake? It's Sarah, one of the older kids. 16, acts 30. The end does that. Steals childhood, hands you adulthood before you're ready. I'm awake. Come in. She pushes through the curtain, sits on the floor. She looks tired. Everyone looks tired. Tired's our default now, our new normal. Can't sleep, she says. I nod. Insomnia's common. Fear's a stimulant, and we've all got plenty of it, coursing under our skin like bad coffee. Me neither. I lie. I sleep fine, usually. Old people and babies, we sleep when we can, where we can. But she needs company, not truth. So I lie. We sit in silence. Comfortable silence, the kind you can only have with someone who's seen what you've seen, survived what you've survived. Words aren't always necessary. After a while, she speaks. You think it'll ever get better? Standard question. I've got standard answer, polished, smooth from use. It'll get different. Better's relative. We'll adapt, find new normals. Humans are good at that, adapting, surviving. We're stubborn. I tap my chest. Stubborn hearts. She smiles. Small but real. Stubborn hearts. She repeats it like a prayer. Maybe it is. Maybe that's all prayers are now, reminders to keep going. She leaves after a bit. I lie back on the cot, stare at the ceiling. It's got water stains, cracks, stories written in plaster, and neglect. I've memorized every line. Memorizing keeps the mind sharp. I memorize everything. Supply locations, fence weak points. Who's good at what, who's struggling, who needs watching. A sharp mind's a tool, like the knife in my pack. I close my eyes. Not to sleep, I'm done sleeping for now. Just to rest them, give them a break from watching, assessing, calculating survival. Behind my eyelids I see the gate. Always the gate. It's there even when I'm not, standing between us and them, between now and whatever comes next. The gate's a symbol, I guess, of boundaries, of safety, of the line we hold, because letting go means the end, not just of us, of hope, of humanity, of stubborn hearts still beating. So we hold the gate, we take our shifts, we stay awake, we watch the tree line. We do it because someone has to, and we're still here, still able, still enough. I hear the camp waking up. Voices, movement, the sounds of people starting another day in a world that ended, but somehow keeps going. We keep going. Someone's making breakfast. Smells like oats, maybe some powdered milk if we're lucky. My stomach reminds me it exists, that survival's made of small things like oatmeal and coffee. I get up, fold my blanket, your grandma's blanket, and drape it over the cot. It'll be there when I need it again. Constant, reliable, warm, like she was. I step outside. The sun's up now, weak and pale, but up. Light's good. Light shows you what's coming, gives you time to react. Darkness hides too much, makes monsters of shadows. The kids are playing in the courtyard. Makeshift game, something with rocks and chalk. They're laughing, that sound. It's why I sit at the gate, why I stay awake, why I keep my rifle loaded. For that laughter. For the chance that they'll grow up in a world that remembers how to be better than this. For the hope that stubborn hearts outlast the dead. I join the breakfast line. No one cuts, no one rushes. We're all tired, all hungry, all in this together. Together's the only way forward. Alone's just slow dying. The oats are thin but warm. I eat slowly, savour each bite. Savouring's important. Rushing through makes you forget what you're surviving for. You're surviving for this warm oats, weak sun, children laughing. After breakfast, there's a meeting. We have them weekly. Updates, decisions, problems that need group solving. Democracy's harder when survival's on the line, but we try. We gather in the main room. 23 faces, give or take. Some are new, some are old-timers like me. All are here, all are trying, all are enough. Tom speaks first. Gate's solid. No activity last night, none this morning, quiet. Everyone relaxes a bit. Quiet's good news, we'll take it. Next is supplies. We're low on fuel, medicine, ammunition, always low on something. Scavenging runs are risky but necessary. Someone's got to go out, search the dead world for scraps. I volunteer, always do. I'm old. If something happens, the camp loses less. Young folks should stay, build, grow. Old folks should risk. It's practical, not noble. But Sarah volunteers too. and Tom, and 3 others. Too many. We argue, negotiate, settle on 3, me, Tom and Rachel. Rachel's smart, fast, careful, good team. We'll leave after the meeting. Plan simple, check the strip mall 5 miles west. It's been picked over, but sometimes you find things on a 2nd or 3rd pass. Sometimes you find them, the dead. But 3 armed people moving quiet can handle a few. It's the hordes you've got to avoid. Hordes mean running, and running means noise, and noise means more of them. The meeting ends, we scatter to tasks. Garden, fence repairs, laundry and cold water. Everyone works, even the kids. Idle hands don't survive. Everyone pulls weight. Everyone matters. I check my pack again. Habit. Check, double check, triple check. Preparation's the closest thing to control we have. Can't control the dead, but I can control my pack. Rachel and Tom meet me at the gate. Tom's got the rifle now. Rachel's got a bat. Nails driven through. I've got my knife and a crowbar. Simple tools, but effective. We tell the gate guard, Maria, that we'll be back before dark. She nods, opens the gate just wide enough for us to slip through. It closes behind us with a clang that echoes. That sound, the gate closing, it's both comforting and terrifying. Comforting because it means the camp's secure. Terrifying because we're outside, exposed, alone. We move quiet, single file. Back old eyes are still sharp, and someone's got to watch our rear. Tom leads, Rachel's in the middle. Formation's automatic now, muscle memory. The world outside the fence is still. Too still. Trees stand like sentinels, watching. Birds are rare now. Fewer bugs, fewer worms, fewer birds. The food chain broke when the dead rose. We walk in silence. Talking wastes breath, attracts attention. We've got hand signals for everything. Stop, go, danger, clear. Language without sound. Communication stripped to essentials. 5 miles takes an hour when you're being careful. We don't rush. Rushing kills. Slow and steady, checking corners, avoiding main roads. The world's a minefield now, but we know where most of the mines are. The strip mall appears through the trees. Windows broken, doors hanging loose. It's been looted, burned, abandoned. But we're not looking for the obvious. We're looking for the overlooked. We split up, agreed upon plan. Tom takes the old pharmacy. Rachel takes the hardware store. I take the small grocer at the end. We've got 30 minutes, then we regroup. I step inside the grocer. Shelves are bare, floors littered with trash, and worse. I don't look at the worse. Looking doesn't help. I focus on the task. Search, find, survive. Behind the counter, there's usually a small back room. Employees kept snacks, personal items. Sometimes those rooms get missed. I check the door locked. Good sign. I use the crowbar, pop the lock, it's loud, echoes. I freeze, listen. Nothing moves, I exhale. Step inside. Jackpot, small but a jackpot. 3 cans of soup, a box of crackers, a first aid kit. I load them into my pack. Careful, quiet. Every item's precious. 3 cans feed 6 people once. That's worth the risk. That's enough. I hear a sound, shuffling. My heart kicks up, but I stay calm. Panic kills. I peer around the doorframe. One of them shuffling down the aisle, alone, manageable. It hasn't seen me. I could hide, wait for it to pass, or I could end it. One less dead thing in the world. I decide to wait. Knife fights are risky, even with slow ones. It shuffles past, oblivious. Once it's gone, I slip out. Head for the exit. Tom and Rachel are already outside. Packs fuller than before. Good. Successful run. We move away from the mine, back toward the camp. Faster now. We've got goods, and goods make you a target. Not just from the dead, but from the living. Desperation makes monsters of both. Halfway back, Tom signals. Stop, we freeze. He points. Ahead through the trees. Movement. Multiple shapes. A horde, maybe 8 or 10. Drifting, searching, hungry. We crouch. Stay silent. They're downwind, so they can't smell us. If we stay still, they'll pass. Stillness is survival. We've practiced this, lived this, know it like breathing. They pass. Slow, shambling, aimless. Once they're gone, we move again. Quick but quiet. The camp's close now. I can almost see the gate, almost feel the safety of the fence. The gate comes into view. Maria sees us, opens it. We slip through. The gate closes. We're home. Home, that word still means something, even now, especially now. We unload our packs. The group gathers, inventories what we brought, smiles, small but real, 3 cans, a box, a first aid kit. It's not much, but it's enough. Enough to make the risk worth it. Enough to feed folks tonight. Enough to remind us we can still find things, still contribute, still matter. I'm tired, bone tired, but it's the good kind, purposeful. I did something today, I helped. That's enough, that's everything. I head to my corner, my cot, my blanket. I'll rest now, sleep maybe. Tonight someone else will take the gate. Tomorrow I'll take it again. That's the rhythm, that's survival. Before I sleep I think of you. Safe wherever you are. I hope you're warm, fed, loved. I hope your world stays whole, stays boring, stays safe. Stay safe, friend. Hold your people close. Don't take the quiet for granted. And if you ever find yourself at a gate, watching the dawn, remember, stubborn hearts keep beating. Always. Sleep doesn't come easy, even when I'm exhausted. Old minds don't shut off like young ones. They keep running, replaying, preparing for what might come next. I lie on my cot, staring at ceiling cracks. I know by heart, that one looks like a river, that one's shaped like a bird, or used to be, before the plaster crumbled. Outside my curtain, the camp settles into afternoon rhythm. Someone's repairing boots. I hear the tap-tap of a hammer. Someone else is humming, soft and low. Life insists on continuing. Life's stubborn that way. Even when the world ends, even when the dead walk, life finds a way. Gardens grow, babies cry, people hum while working. Stubborn life, stubborn hearts. I drift, not quite sleeping, but not quite awake. That in-between place where memories visit, where your grandma sits on the edge of my cot like she used to. She doesn't speak, just sits, smiling, that gentle smile. I reach for her hand, but my fingers close on empty air. Memory hand, memory smile, memory warmth. But I'll take it. Miss you, I whisper to the empty room. The words hang there, unanswered. Missing doesn't change anything, but saying it helps. Acknowledgement, recognition, love continued. A bell rings, 2 chimes. Afternoon meeting. I sit up, run hands through thin hair, pull on my boots. Boots are important. Good boots mean mobility, and mobility means survival. The meeting's quick. Supply inventory. We're okay for now. Fence report. Tom found a weak spot already reinforced. Baby Marcus, healthy, gaining weight. Good news all around. Sarah raises her hand. We should think about winter. It's coming. Everyone nods. Winter's always coming, always a threat. Cold kills as surely as teeth and claws. We discuss winterizing, sealing gaps, stockpiling wood, rationing fuel. Practical talk, necessary talk. Winter planning's a kind of hope. It means we believe we'll still be here when snow falls. Believing matters. Even when evidence suggests otherwise, believing we'll make it through gives us reason to try, and trying's all we've got. Try or die, those are the options. After the meeting, I help with fence patrol. Walking the perimeter, checking for breaches, weak points, signs of tampering, dead or alive. Both are threats now. The living can be worse. Met a group once, early on. Survivors, like us, but they'd gone different, taken what they wanted, justified it as survival. We avoided them. Survival's no excuse for losing humanity. Humanity, that's what we're really protecting here. Not just bodies, but souls. The part that says sharing's better than stealing, helping's better than hurting. The fence is solid. Tom's good at his job. I mark the patrol log, sign my initials. Documentation matters. Keeps us organized. Reminds us we're still civilized. Still a community. Evening comes slow. Sky turns orange. Then pink, then purple. Beautiful, even now. Maybe especially now. Beauty matters more when it's rare. When you've seen too much ugliness. I sit outside my shelter, watch the sunset. Others join, quiet companionship, shared peace. We don't talk, don't need to, just sit, breathe, exist together in the fading light. Jenny walks by with Marcus. He's awake, looking around with those big baby eyes. I hold out my finger. He grabs it, holds tight, strong grip, good sign. He likes you, Jenny says. I smile. He's got good taste. She laughs, real laugh, not bitter or scared, just a laugh. That sounds as valuable as ammunition, maybe more. She moves on. I watch her go, this young mother in a dead world, still trying, still loving, still hoping. If she can do it, so can I. If she can find reasons, so can I. Dinner's communal. We eat together when we can, builds unity, shares resources evenly, reminds us we're not alone. Tonight it's soup, thin but hot. I sip it slow, grateful. Across the fire, kids are playing. Quiet game, they've learned, noise draws danger. But they're playing, being kids. That's victory. That's why we keep the gate closed and the watch sharp. After dinner I check the watch schedule. I'm on gate again at midnight. That's fine. Sleep a few hours, wake up, take position. Routine's comforting when everything else is chaos. I return to my cot, lie down. This time, sleep comes. Not deep, never deep anymore, but enough. Enough to rest, to recharge, to prepare for the next watch. Dreams come, they always do. Sometimes good, your grandma, the before world, simple pleasures. Sometimes bad, the dead, the lost, the moments I wish I could change. Tonight's both. I dream of the gate. I'm sitting there watching dawn come. But in the dream the dead don't come from the trees. They come from behind, from inside the camp. I wake up sweating, heart racing. Just a dream. Just fear wearing a nightmare's face. I breathe slow, talk myself down. We're safe. The gate holds. We're okay. I check my watch, 11:30. Close enough. I rise, dress, wrap Grandma's blanket around my shoulders. Grab my rifle, check it out of habit. Loaded, ready, reliable. Outside, the camp's quiet. Most folks are sleeping. Night watch is lonely work, but someone's got to do it. I walk to the gate, relieve the current guard, Marcus's dad, looking tired. Quiet night, he reports. I nod, take position. He shuffles off to bed to his wife and son. I'm alone now, just me and the gate and the dark beyond. The dark's not empty. Never is. Things move out there. Animals, wind, the dead. You learn to tell the difference. Animals move with purpose. Wind moves everything. The dead move wrong. Wrong's the only word for it. Shambling, jerking, unnatural. Once you've seen it, you never forget. It's burned into your brain, a permanent warning. This is what happens when life ends, but doesn't stop. I settle onto the bench, same one as this morning. Was it this morning? Feels like weeks ago. Time's elastic now, stretching and compressing without pattern or reason. My breath clouds in the cold, temperature's dropping. Winter's thinking about coming early. We're not ready, but then we're never really ready. We just do our best and hope it's enough. Enough. That word again, my constant companion. Are we doing enough? Preparing enough? Surviving enough? Or are we just delaying the inevitable? Buying time we'll never spend? I shake off the thought. Dark thoughts come at night when you're alone and tired. Can't entertain them. They're like cracks in the fence. Ignore them. They spread. Better to patch them quick. I think of you instead. Safer thought. I imagine you somewhere warm, somewhere safe. Maybe you're sleeping now, finally. Maybe these words carried you gently down into rest. Or maybe you're awake like me, keeping your own kind of watch. Different dangers in your world, probably, but dangers nonetheless. We're all watching something, all guarding something precious. What are you guarding? Family? Dreams? Yourself? Whatever it is, I hope you're succeeding. I hope your fence holds, your gate stands, your watch stays quiet. A sound rustling. I focus, listen. Just the wind pushing through dead leaves. False alarm. I breathe again. Reset my vigilance. Can't get complacent. Complacency kills faster than anything. Hours pass. Slow, cold, quiet. I sip from my thermos water this time. No coffee left. Water's good, simple, essential, honest. Keeps you alive without asking for gratitude. The sky changes, deep black to navy, to that pre-dawn blue-grey. Almost dawn. Almost time for the next shift. I've made it through another night. We all have. Tom appears. Right on schedule. Morning gramps. I stand, stretch, hand over the watch. Quiet night, stay sharp. He nods, takes position. I shuffle back to my corner. But I don't sleep, don't feel like it. Instead, I sit on my cot. Unwrap your grandma's picture. Look at her smile. We're still here, I tell her. Still trying. Hope you're proud. She would be. She'd be proud of the garden, the kids, the stubborn way we keep choosing life. She always believed in me, even when I didn't. That belief carried me further than I deserved. I rewrap the photo, tuck it away. Another day starting. I can hear the camp waking. Voices, movement, life insisting on itself once more. Time to join them, help however I can. Breakfast is oats again. I don't complain. Oats kept armies moving, kept prisoners alive, kept farmers fed through winters. If oats are good enough for history, they're good enough for me. Sarah sits beside me. Sleep okay? I nod. You? She shrugs. Enough. There's that word again, shared between us like a secret handshake. Enough. Our prayer, our standard, our victory. After breakfast, there's work. Always work. I help in the garden, weeding, checking plants, talking to them like your grandma used to. She swore it helped. I figure it can't hurt. The tomatoes are trying. Small, green, stubborn. Like us, really. Small group, still green in some ways. Stubborn as hell. Maybe we'll ripen into something good. Maybe we'll feed someone. Feeding people. That's purpose. Whether it's soup or stories or hope or tomatoes. If you can feed someone something they need, you've done good. You've justified your breath. Midday comes warm. Rare moment of comfort. I sit on a bench, different bench, camp bench, safe bench, and close my eyes. Let the sun touch my face, remind me warmth exists. The kids run past, giggling. Someone shushes them, too loud. They quiet down, but not completely. You can't kill the giggle in a kid, not completely. It finds a way out, quiet or loud. That giggle is life's middle finger to death. Death can take everything else, but it can't quite kill the giggle in a kid. That remains stubborn and bright, a candle in the dark. Afternoon drags. Hot now, I retreat to shade, sip water, conserve energy. Old bodies need careful management. Push too hard, you break down. Pace yourself, you last. I plan to last. Evening meeting is short. Nothing urgent, nothing critical. Just check-ins, updates, reminders. We're doing okay. Not great, not terrible, okay. And okay's good enough. After the meeting, I volunteer for fence repair. There's a section near the back that's sagging. Tom and I shore it up with scrap metal and wire. Slow work, satisfying work. We work in silence, comfortable kind. Tom's good people, young, strong, smart enough to listen to old advice. He'll outlast me probably. Protect this place when I'm gone. That's comforting. Thinking about being gone doesn't scare me like it used to. I've lived enough, seen enough, done enough. When my time comes, I'll go knowing I tried to help, protect, contribute. But not yet. Still got watch shifts to fill, tomatoes to tend, kids to make smile. Still got reasons to stay, to fight, to keep this stubborn heart beating just a little longer. Dinner's beans tonight. Someone found a cache, 3 cans. We stretch them with water and wild onions. Taste like life, like effort, like community. Better than any fancy meal I remember from before. Before's fading. The memories are still there, but they're losing colour, texture, weight. Like old photographs left in sunlight. Visible, recognizable, but not quite real anymore. Maybe that's okay. Maybe we need to let before fade so we can fully live in now. Can't move forward if you're always looking back. Balance, though. Remember enough to stay human, forget enough to stay sane. After dinner, I'm tired, real tired. The kind that settles in bones and stays. I head to my cot early, lie down, let exhaustion take me. No dreams tonight, just darkness, rest, nothing. I wake to someone shaking me. Tom, his face is tight, scared. Cramps gate, my heart kicks. I grab my rifle, follow him out. Something's wrong. At the gate everyone's gathered. Maria's pointing. Out there, in the tree line, movement. Lots of movement. A horde, big one. 50, maybe more. Heading this way. 50. We've never faced 50. 5, 10, even 20 we've managed. But 50? That's not a fight, that's an ending. My mind races, calculating, searching for options. We can't fight that many, Tom says. He's right, we can't. Fighting means dying, and dying means losing. Can't let that happen. Too many people counting on us. Then we don't fight, I say. We hide, quiet the camp, lights out, no sound. Maybe they'll pass. Maybe. It's a thin hope, but it's what we've got. We scramble. Orders given, understood, followed, lights out, fires smothered, kids hushed, everyone inside, still barely breathing. The camp goes dark, silent, invisible. I stay at the gate, me and Tom and Maria. Someone has to watch, warn if they don't pass. Someone has to be ready to buy time if it comes to that. The horde approaches, slow, relentless, hungry. Then a wave, a tide, an ending, wearing 100 dead faces. My hands tighten on my rifle. 6 bullets, not enough, not nearly enough. They reach the fence. Stop, start pressing against it, testing it, pushing it. The fence groans, but holds for now. If they push together, if they really try, it won't last. I hold my breath. We all do. 50 dead faces, pressing, moaning, reaching. 50 chances for the fence to fail, for this to end, for everything we've built to fall. But they don't coordinate, don't push together. They're individuals, not an army. The fence holds. Minutes pass, long, terrible minutes. Then one by one they lose interest, start to drift away. The horde moves on, slowly then faster, drawn by something else. Sound, smell, instinct. They disappear into the trees. Gone. We've survived. Again. By luck, by silence, by holding our collective breath. The camp exhales. Quiet celebration. Hugs, tears, relief. We made it. 50 dead things walk by, and we're still here, still alive, still enough. I lean against the gate, suddenly weak. That was close, too close. We got lucky. Luck runs out. Next time, we might not have quiet, might not have darkness. Next time might be the last time. But not this time. This time we won. The gate held. The fence held. We held. And that's enough. For tonight, that's enough. Tom pats my shoulder. Good call, Gramps. I nod, too tired to speak. Good call, good luck, good fence. All of it together, barely enough. But enough. The camp doesn't sleep much after the horde passes. Too much adrenaline, too much fear, still coursing through everyone's veins. We sit in small groups, whispering, processing. I'm back at the gate. Not my shift, but I can't sleep either. Tom sits beside me. We don't talk. Just sit, watch the tree line, breathe the cold air. That was too close, he finally says. I nod. Next time might be closer. He looks at me, worried. You think there'll be a next time? Always is, I say. Not to scare him, just truth. The dead don't stop. They keep coming, keep trying. We keep holding them off. That's the dance now. We dance till we can't. But not tonight. Tonight we won. The gate held, the camp survived, and 23 souls get to see another sunrise. That's victory. Small, temporary, but victory nonetheless. Dawn comes slow, reluctant, like it's not sure the world deserves another day, but it comes anyway. Light spreads across the sky, pink, orange, gold. Beautiful, always beautiful. You see that? I point at the sunrise. Tom nods. Hard to remember sometimes, he says. That beauty's still here, that the world's not all death and rot. That's why you look, I tell him. Remind yourself. Beauty didn't die. It just got quieter, harder to find. But it's there, always there. We watch the sun rise together. Shared moment, shared peace. When the light's full, Tom stands. I should check on Rachel. She took the hoard hard. I nod. Go, I'll stay here a bit. He leaves. I'm alone again. Just me and the gate and the new day, trying to convince me it's worth living. It is. I decide. Worth it for the sunrise. Worth it for Tom caring about Rachel. Worth it for Marcus's tiny grip and Sarah's stubborn hope and Jenny's laughter. Worth it for you too. Wherever you are, whatever you're fighting, your world's different from mine, probably easier. But everyone's fighting something. Everyone's got their own dead things to keep at bay. Keep fighting, friend. Keep your gate closed, your watch sharp, your hope alive. Small victories count. Getting through the night counts. Seeing another sunrise counts. The camp stirs. People emerge, blinking in new light. They look tired, rattled, but alive. Alive counts most. You can recover from tired. You can't recover from not alive. Breakfast is quiet. Everyone's processing, dealing with almost dying in their own way. Some eat fast, some can't eat at all. I eat slow, grateful for oats and wheat tea. After breakfast, there's a meeting, emergency one. We need to talk about what happened, what it means, what we do next. Can't ignore 50 dead at our fence. That's a message nowhere's truly safe. The meeting's tense. Some folks want to leave, find somewhere safer. Others argue there is nowhere safer. I listen, don't speak yet. Let people talk, vent, process. Finally, Sarah asks me directly, Gramps, what do you think? Should we stay or go? Everyone turns waiting. Old man's wisdom, they're hoping. I've only got old man's experience, but I'll share it. Moving's risky, I start. We'd be exposed, vulnerable, starting from nothing. Here, we've got walls, water, shelter, familiar ground. That counts. I pause, gather my thoughts. But staying's risky too. They know we're here now. Might come back, might bring more. No choice is safe. Both are gambles. So what do we do? Jenny asks, Marcus in her arms. I look at him, this baby who's never known a safe world. He deserves a chance. They all do. We prepare, I say. We reinforce the fence. We train. We plan escapes, safe routes, backup locations. We hope we stay, but we prepare to run. Heads nod. It's not a perfect answer, but it's honest. Honest is all I've got. We vote stay or go. Majority vote stay. For now we stay. We hold the gate. We try. After the meeting, work intensifies. Everyone's got tasks, fence reinforcement, supply stockpiling, weapon maintenance. We move with purpose, urgency. Fear's a motivator when channeled right. I work on the fence with Tom and Rachel. We add layers, braces, spikes. Make it harder to push down, harder to breach. It's manual labor, hard on old bones, but I push through. Pain means I'm alive. Tired means I'm useful. Every spike driven in is one more barrier between the camp and the dead. That's worth aching joints and blistered hands. By midday we've made progress. The fence looks stronger, feels sturdier. It's not perfect, nothing is, but it's better. Better's good enough. Better might save us next time. Lunch is quick. Dried meat, stale crackers. I eat standing, watching the tree line. Can't shake the feeling they're out there, watching back, waiting, planning, in their mindless way. Sarah approaches. You okay, Gramps? I nod, just thinking. She sits on a nearby crate, follows my gaze. About the horde. About everything. The horde, the camp, the before, your grandma. Saying her name still hurts, but good hurt. Like pressing a bruise, reminding yourself you felt something. What was she like? Sarah asks. She's asked before, but I don't mind repeating. Remembering out loud keeps her alive, keeps her real, keeps her with me. Kind, I say, stubborn, funny in quiet ways. She'd have liked you, your strength, your questions. She liked people who thought for themselves. Sarah smiles. I wish I'd met her. And too, I wish a lot of things. Wish the world hadn't ended. Wish she'd survived. Wish this generation knew peace. Safety, boring, normal. But wishes don't matter. What matters is what we do with what we've got. And what we've got is each other, this camp, this moment. That's not nothing. That's something worth protecting. Afternoon passes in work and watchfulness. The camp's energy is different now, focused, determined. The horde scared us, but it also unified us, reminded us what we're fighting for. Evening comes cool and clear. No clouds, just stars starting to pierce the darkening sky. I haven't seen stars this clear since before. Light pollution's gone, along with everything else. Silver lining, I guess. The world ended, but the stars came back. Seems like a bad trade, but I'll take what beauty I can get. The universe doesn't care about our troubles. It just keeps spinning, stars keep shining. I eat dinner with the group communal meal, shared stories. Someone tells a joke, it's terrible, but we laugh anyway. Laughter's rare enough to treasure even when it's forced. After dinner I'm scheduled for gate watch again. My spot, my shift. I grab my rifle, Grandma's blanket, my thermos. Routines comforting. Same actions, same order, same purpose. At the gate, I relieve Maria. She looks exhausted. Get some sleep, I tell her. She nods gratefully, stumbles toward her shelter. Sleep's a gift now, precious and rare. I settle onto my bench. Third time today? Fourth? Lost count. Doesn't matter. The gate needs watching. I can watch. So I do. Simple math, simple purpose. The night's quiet. No sounds from the trees. No movement at the fence. Just wind, stars, and the soft sounds of the camp settling. Maybe the horde moved on. Maybe they forgot us. Maybe we're safe for now. Safe for now, that's the best we get. Not safe forever, not safe absolutely. Just safe for now, this moment, this breath. String enough, safe moments together, you get a life. Not a long one maybe, but a life. I think about you again. It's become a habit, thinking of you. Imagining your safe place, your warm bed, your easier world. It comforts me, knowing somewhere someone's not fighting the dead. Someone's just living. Keep living, friend. Don't waste it. Don't spend your safe moments worrying about might happens and could be's. Spend them on sunrises, laughter, people you love. Spend them on being present, being grateful, being alive. And hours pass. The moon rises, half full, bright enough to see by. I watch it climb, watch shadows shift. Moon's been watching humanity since the beginning. Now it watches our end, or near end, whatever this is. Does the moon care? Probably not. But it's still there, still circling, still lighting the night. Consistency's comforting. Some things don't change, even when everything else does. A sound footsteps. I tense, then relax. It's Jenny, Marcus bundled against her chest. She can't sleep either. Too much fear. Still lingering. Mind company, she asks. I shake my head, gesture to the bench. She sits, rearranges Marcus. He's asleep, peaceful. Babies sleep through anything, bless them. We sit in silence, comfortable, shared. Two people watching the night, protecting a sleeping baby, hoping for dawn. Simple as that, simple and profound. Thank you, Jenny finally says, for earlier, for keeping us safe. I shake my head. We all did that together. You made us believe we could, she insists. That counts for something. Maybe it does. Belief's powerful. Belief keeps you moving when logic says stop. Belief's hope's stubborn cousin. Marcus stirs, makes a small sound. Jenny rocks him, hums quietly. Lullaby, soft and old. Probably older than the apocalypse, older than electricity, older than most things. Some songs survive everything. The humming soothes me too. I close my eyes. Let the sound wash over me. Not sleeping, just resting. Storing up peace for when I need it. Peace is a resource now, to be gathered and rationed. Jenny stops humming. You think Marcus will have a normal life? Ever? The question hurts. Not because it's hard, but because the answer is. Normal's relative, I say carefully. This will be his normal. Gates, watches, gardens, community. He won't know different. Maybe that's a kind of mercy. She considers this. Maybe she doesn't sound convinced. I don't blame her. What parent wants their child's normal to include fences and fear and dead things in the trees? But it's what we've got. And within it there's still love, laughter, growth. Marcus will learn to walk, talk, think. He'll have birthdays, friends, maybe siblings. Life adapted to new circumstances. Still life. He'll be okay, I tell her. Not a promise, just hope. We'll make sure of it. She nods, wants to believe. We all want to believe our struggles matter. Our sacrifices protect something worth protecting. Marcus is worth protecting, so is Sarah, and the other kids, and Tom, and Rachel, and everyone else. 23 souls, each one mattering, each one reason enough to hold the gate. Jenny stands. I should try to sleep. Thank you, Gramps, for being here, for being you. She leaves before I can respond, which is good. Don't know what I'd say. I'm just an old man doing what he can. Nothing special, just stubborn. Alone again. I check my watch. 3 hours till dawn. 3 hours of cold, quiet vigilance. 3 hours of keeping the camp safe. I can do 3 hours. I've done longer. The stars wheel overhead. Constellations I learnt as a boy, taught by my father, his father before him. Knowledge passed down generation to generation. Will anyone teach Marcus the stars? I hope so. Hope someone remembers the names, the stories. Hope humanity doesn't lose everything in the losing. Hope we keep some beauty, some knowledge, some connection to before. Before feels like a dream now. Cars, phones, grocery stores full of food. Did that world really exist? Or did I imagine it? Create a fantasy past to make this present bearable? It existed. I've got proof, your grandma's picture. Memories too clear to be invented. Calluses on my hands from lives I lived before this one. It existed. and maybe it'll exist again. Maybe, or maybe this is it. Maybe we rebuild, slow, start over from scratch. Gardens instead of grocery stores, stories instead of internet, community instead of cities. Not worse, just different. Smaller, simpler, harder. I'm too old to see the rebuilding. But Marcus might, Sarah might. The kids might grow up to create something new, something better, or at least something that survives. Survival's the goal now. Not thriving, not succeeding, just surviving. Breathing tomorrow, and the next day, and the next. String enough tomorrows together, maybe they become a future. A future, that's what we're fighting for. Not a return to before, but a path to after. After the dead stop coming, after the fear fades, after we remember how to live instead of just survive. Will that day come? Don't know. Can't know. Can only hold the gate, watch the dawn, protect the present. The future's up to the kids, to Marcus and his generation. We just buy them time. Time. Funny thing, before we wasted it. Scrolled phones, watched screens, complained about traffic. Now every second's precious, every watch shift matters, every breath counts. Don't waste time, friend, your time, my time, anyone's time, it's all we've got. Use it for something, love, laughter, work, beauty. Use it to matter, to connect, to be human. Being humans, the resistance. The dead aren't human anymore, they're hunger, instinct, empty shells. We're still human, we still love, hope, dream, create. As long as we do that, we win. Even if the gate falls, even if the camp ends, even if we all become shambling dead things tomorrow, we were human today. We loved, protected, tried. That counts, that matters. The sky's lightening. Dawn's thinking about coming again. Another night survived. Another watch completed. Another small victory in a long, uncertain war. Tom appears right on schedule. Morning, Gramps. I stand, stretch, feel every year in my bones. Morning, Tom. Quiet night. Jenny visited. Rest was silence. He takes the rifle. Get some sleep, you've earned it, have I? Don't know about earned, but I'll take it. Old body needs rest. Can't watch the gate if I collapse. I shuffle to my corner, my cot. Lie down, pull Grandma's blanket up. Close my eyes. Sleep comes quick, heavy. Dreams come too. I dream of the gate, always the gate. But in this dream it's open, not broken, just open. Welcoming, people coming in, safe, happy. A dream of after, a dream of peace. Awake to afternoon light. Slept longer than intended. The camp's busy, work, life, continuation. I join them, help where I can, weed the garden, repair a leak, listen to kids' stories. The days blur together. Work, watch, sleep, repeat. Sometimes nothing happens. Sometimes small crises. Sometimes visitors, other survivors passing through. We help when we can, send them on when we can't. Winter comes, cold, hard testing. We burn through firewood faster than expected. Ration food tighter. Bundle in layers. Survive by inches. Marcus takes his first steps. Everyone cheers. Small victory in a hard season. Proof life continues, grows, moves forward. We need that proof, need those victories. I take more watch shifts. And old bones don't feel the cold as much when they're already cold. Plus, I sleep less now. Might as well be useful with the waking hours. One night, midwinter, Sarah joins me at the gate. She's quiet, thoughtful, finally speaks. Gramps, You ever regret surviving? Wish you'd gone with everyone else? Heavy question, honest one, I consider carefully. Sometimes, I admit, sometimes it's hard, lonely, but then Marcus laughs, or the sun rises, or you ask me questions, and I'm glad I stayed. Why? She presses. Why is that enough? I smile. Because enough is enough. Because small things matter when big things are gone. Because someone's got to remember, protect, hope. She nods slowly. Stubborn heart. I tap my chest. Stubborn heart. She repeats it, her own hand over her own heart. Stubborn heart. A prayer, a promise, a reason. Winter passes. Spring comes tentative, uncertain, but it comes, buds on trees, green pushing through brown. The garden wakes. We plant seeds, hope they grow, hope we're here to harvest. More survivors arrive. A family, mother, father, 2 kids. We make room. 27 souls now. The camp grows. Maybe that's good. Maybe it's hope taking root, like the garden. I'm slower now. Older. Sicker, maybe. Don't tell anyone, don't want to worry them. Just push through. Keep doing what I can. The gate still needs watching. I can still watch. One dawn, sitting at my post, I feel your grandma beside me. Not real. I know that, but real enough. Memory given form. Love made visible. She smiles. I smile back. We did okay, I tell her. Not great, but okay. She nods. In my mind, she always nods. Always understood. I miss understanding, being understood. Miss her. But she's here too. In the blanket, in my stubborn heart. In every choice I make to protect instead of give up. She's here, always will be. The sun rises. Another one. How many have I watched from this gate? Hundreds? Thousands? Lost count. Doesn't matter. Each one's a gift. Each one's proof. We made it through another night. Tom comes for shift change. Okay, Gramps. You look tired. I am tired. Tired in bones, in soul. But okay, tired. Earned, tired. Good tired. I'm fine. I lie. He doesn't believe me, but doesn't push. Just takes the rifle, takes the watch. I stand, wobble slightly. Old legs protesting. I ignore them, they'll carry me a bit longer. I walk through camp. People are waking, starting the day. Kids playing, adults working. Marcus toddling after his mother. Laughing, Sarah talking with new arrivals. Life, messy, imperfect, stubborn life. This is what we saved, this is what we're fighting for. Not survival for survival's sake, but survival for life's sake. For laughter and growth and stubborn hearts still beating. I reach my corner, sit on my cot, unwrap your grandma's picture one more time, look at her smile. We're okay, I tell her. The kids are okay. The gate's holding. We're okay. I rewrap the picture, lie down, pull the blanket up, close my eyes. Not sleeping, just resting, just breathing, just being here now, in this moment. That's enough. Enough for the struggle, enough for the pain, enough for all of it. The fear, the loss, the endless watch shifts and close calls and hordes of defense, enough to make it worthwhile. Because of Marcus's laughter, because of Sarah's questions, because of sunrises and stubborn hearts and gates that hold, because of you listening, somewhere safe, because of all of it. I'm tired now, really tired. The kind that sleep might not fix. But that's okay, I've done enough. watched enough gates, seen enough sunrises, protected enough mornings. If I don't wake up, Tom will take my shifts. Sarah will tend the garden. Jenny will raise Marcus. The camp will continue. The gate will hold. They don't need me. They just needed me long enough to believe they could do it themselves. And they can, they will. Stubborn hearts, all of them. They'll survive whatever comes next. They'll build something better, or at least something that lasts. That's my peace. Knowing they'll be okay. Knowing the watch continues. Knowing the gate stands. For you, friend, wherever you are, thank you for listening, for being here with me, through watches and fears and stubborn hope, for making this easier, less lonely. Thank you. Keep your own gate, watch your own dawn, protect what matters, and remember, stubborn hearts outlast everything, everything, even the end of the world. Especially the end of the world. So, sleep well, friend. I know I will.